Hi, everybody. This is Stevi Sullivan, and I have the wonderful Laurie Wellborn here with me, and I would like her to tell you a little bit about who she is, a little bit about her journey, and a little bit about her story. She has a lot of health issues. Laurie, so take it away.
Hi, Stevie. I'm Laurie Wellborn. I'm 43 years old, been married for 9 years now, coming up on, wow, 10 years here in March, just a few weeks. It'll be 10 years. Wow. So I didn't realize that. We have 3 beautiful children, 2 girls and a boy. I first met Stevie back in 2010 before I got married. We connected instantly. There was definitely some like-mindedness and a connection.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely. And we also found that we both were very interested in health and wellness, natural health and wellness.
Right.
And we just seemed to connect over a lot of those types of topics. And one of the things that she found interesting at the time was I had broken my back in 2006, 4 years earlier, but had managed to stay out of surgery through fitness, healthcare, natural means of keeping the inflammation down. I did not take pain medications. I found ways to do natural things. Fast forward to 2011, I've had my first child. During that pregnancy, however, I suffered a condition called HELLP syndrome, in which I went through organ failure. My kidneys and liver had shut down. I required several transfusions. It brought about high blood pressure to a point of 300 over 200s and many, many other complications, one of which was within that last month of pregnancy, I had gained over 130 plus pounds.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
I am thankful that my daughter and I both lived, but it was a fight. It was a battle.
Then you went on to have 2 more children, right?
I did go on to have 2 more children. We suffered several miscarriages in between, but we kept fighting for that. We wanted kids. We knew we wanted kids, so we kept battling it. And I think in some ways I was blessed to be naive and kept going. I just thought I had this in my head that pregnancy is difficult, but it was worth it. So let's just keep fighting. That's kind of been my philosophy with life, that life is sometimes difficult, but you just keep fighting.
Yeah, but it took quite a toll on you.
It did. It did. It did.
So fast forward to where you were before I came back into your life. Where was your health at that point?
My health had deteriorated slowly after that first pregnancy. In 2015, I found myself unable to work. Then fast forward even further, 2 more children, 2 more pregnancies, and 2 more bouts of HELLP syndrome. I found myself very overweight. I was at 289 pounds on my 5'8" frame. I just was struggling. I had my kidneys were struggling, my liver was struggling. I had high blood pressure. I had sugar issues, everything that comes, I was pre-diabetic, everything that comes with that weight gain. One of the main problems that came with that weight gain was because of that weight gain, I put more pressure on my spine, and the pain and agony that I went through on a daily basis, I finally broke down, went to pain management, and was on a lot of pain meds.
Right.
Fast forward.
When we came across each other back in, I guess it was October, end of September, you were going through a really rough time with the pain. I mean, you were not out of bed, were you, at that point?
No, since 2017, we were forced, my husband and I, to move in with his parents. I was unable to care for myself or my children. And we were truly scared, truly frightened for what the future had, because I had done over the 9 years since that first pregnancy every program under the sun. I had sought every doctor, everything that we could possibly do. I've sought it out and failed. I had been told multiple times by many doctors that this is your new normal, so just accept it and move on. But unfortunately, or fortunately, I'm a little more stubborn than that. So I wasn't willing to accept that this was my new normal, move on.
Yeah, so one day you came across my story on Facebook. It's basically what happened is I did a live about my experience on this program, and it connected with you.
Yes.
I had no idea that you were going through all of this. Laurie and I had lost contact for a period of time. So what did you hear in what I was saying that made a difference to you or made you pick up the phone and call me? Or actually, I guess you contacted me through Facebook.
Well, to be honest, I was at a point, I was so ashamed of where I was. I was depressed. I was highly medicated, to be completely honest. And I had found myself at a place a few weeks earlier where I had finally accepted the idea that I might have to go forward with gastric bypass surgery or the sleeve or one of those options. And I wasn't ready to accept that. I found myself bawling and crying in the doctor's parking lot because I wasn't ready, but I had realized that I had failed at every other attempt to lose the weight, and the weight was causing so much problems with my health that had to be the number one focus, was get the weight off. And Stevie, you had posted that video in which you spoke about the energy and the vitality that you were feeling and how wonderful and energetic, and you had only lost 10 or 15 pounds. So
yeah, about 50.
I'm trying to lose 150 pounds. That 10, 15 pounds was not impressive to me, but your vitality and your energy was impressive. And I thought, this, no joke, in my mind, I thought to myself, well, okay, let me try what she's doing, because if I could just get the energy, then I would have enough energy to go outside and exercise and lose the weight. I never thought that anything would help me lose the weight. That was a byproduct. I was willing to accept failure on the weight loss if I could just gain the energy.
Yeah, so tell me a little bit about your scale victories and your non-scale victories as you move forward.
So we started this program. I started on my birthday, October 5th. I was 270 pounds approximately. I've lost 70 pounds on this program.
Wow.
But
woohoo,
none of that matters, to be honest with you. The weight loss is wonderful, and I won't lie, I love it, and I'm excited to lose even more. But on a non-scale side, what is the most, I don't want to cry, but the most has affected my life is that the pain, my pain is so diminished. I've come off a lot of my pain medications. The inflammation that I suffered from on a daily basis is diminished to the point where I am not in pain, and I'm out of bed again. My blood pressure pills are no longer. My doctor took me off of them. She said I don't need the blood pressure medicine anymore. My last blood work, they told me that my kidney and liver enzymes are back in normal range. I haven't heard that in 10 years. 10 years after suffering kidney failure and a ruptured liver, I didn't even think that was possible.
That's amazing.
So to hear that, that is, but you know, those are all health victories. And if I was to answer what is the most important non-scale victory to me, for the last 3 years solid, I've been able to watch my kids, listen to them, hear them. I would lay in my bed upstairs listening to my family live their life with each other, playing, laughing, carrying on from my room. And now I get to be a part of that. I'm out of my bed. I'm downstairs. I'm playing with my kids. I'm believing I've actually reached a point where I actually believe it's possible to watch my kids grow up and be a part of those things. It's exciting to be a part of their lives, and I've not been a part of their lives for 3 years.
Yeah, I think the one thing, you said something to me last week, because you and your husband are building a new home, and you were both standing on the site where your new home is being worked on. And he said something to you, which totally shocked you. If you could tell us a little bit about that, I thought that was really stunning.
Yeah. Like I told you, I don't even think he knows what he said. I don't even, if I probably said something to him, he won't even remember saying it, but it was one of those quick responses that really cut deep in a good way, though. And it was, when we moved here, we really wanted me to, we hoped and prayed for me to get healthy and fight for my, health, but it just wasn't happening. And we've been with his parents for 3+ years now. And we were walking around the neighborhood, looking around at everything, looking at the house. And I looked around and I said to him, and I said, babe, I really wish we would have found this neighborhood 3 years ago, and we would have bought a home here then 3 years ago. And he looked at me and he said, well, I wish you would have found Optavia 3 years ago, and we might have considered it.
It's pretty amazing. It's
because
amazing.
This,
and now, the most exciting piece for me is that you've decided that you want to coach, and you are coaching actually. And I was just wondering if you could share some of what you think about why you want to coach, and what this means to you at this point.
The coaching I had decided on very quickly within the first 2 weeks of doing the program, mainly because what I had experienced in the inflammation loss. When I was able to go an entire week with no oxycodone, which anybody who suffers from chronic pain knows what that would be like. They dream of that day. They dream of a day that they can go 2 days in a row without that. So for me to go an entire week was amazing. And all I could think was, I don't care about the weight loss. I don't care about anything else. If I just want to share with everyone else who's fighting this battle an opportunity to experience just some of what I was already experiencing only 2 weeks in. So coaching for me was not about teaching. It's not about the weight loss. The weight loss is the icing on the cake, but it's not the entire cake. It's the community. It's the whole thing. This is not a diet. I want to share with everyone who's out there struggling each day just to get through the day because they're in pain, or they're fighting because, like me, there were many times that I just self-sabotaged and didn't go places because I was scared to put on clothes because I knew they weren't going to fit. I just wanted people to find the joy that I had found, and that's all.
I agree. And Laurie is one of the reasons why I'm coaching. And I know that the reason why you're coaching is because you just have to pass this on. It's your responsibility to do that now. I think that's what you said to me one day. So
to hold this back would be, it's like withholding that last gallon of water in the middle of a desert, watching everybody starve and thirst.
Mm-hmm.
It would be selfish. It would be inconsiderate, and I can't conceive the idea of not sharing with everyone at least the opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely.
If they don't want to do it, they don't want to do it. But I know, and this is what I've told everybody, just do it for 1 month. Just come try this for 1 month, because I know in that first 2 weeks, if you're not as excited as I was,
you're not doing the program.
You're not doing. Well, I don't even think it's possible. I haven't met anyone yet. I hadn't met anyone yet. But honestly, for my husband to recognize that what has brought about the opportunity for us to even consider living on our own without the help of his parents is huge. And he knows it's Optavia that brought that to us.
It's an amazing story. It truly
It
is.
really is. And it's the truth. It's the truth. And it's,
I know.
for the first
Like,
time
you
in my
wanna
life,
keep talking. I know. You want to keep sharing, and you want to get the point across. I get it, because it's so
Yeah.
important.
you
Laurie,
just want people to understand how much how valuable it is.
yeah,
This is so valuable.
I agree. There's nothing like it. Laurie, thank you for coming here and taping this today. I really appreciate you taking the time so that people can understand what a game changer this is. Thanks a
It
lot,
really
young
is.
lady. I'll
Thank
talk to
you. Thank you for changing my life and my future.
You're welcome. It's why I'm doing what I'm doing. Take care.
Bye-bye.